Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in to Hoosiers Lax TV. I'm Nick Gable. I'll be with you all day long for this coverage of Indiana Men's Club Lacrosse versus Buffalo here in Pittsburgh. We're going to take a quick break and let the teams get warmed up. We'll be back in about 20 minutes. And welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. This is Hoosiers Lax TV. I'm Nick Abel, and I'll be with you all day long for this matchup here in the Pittsburgh Sports Dome against Indiana Hoosiers against the Buffalo Bulls. This is the first game for Indiana here in the two-game set this weekend at Pitt. First, it is against Buffalo, who played Pitt last night and lost what was their first game of the year by a final of 12-5. For the Hoosiers, it's been a hot start. They're 3-0 in the regular season. All three of those wins coming last weekend down south at Ole Miss. Luckily, we're not outside, or it'd be a lot more colder here in Pittsburgh. It was snowing this morning. The snows have subsided. Wouldn't even matter in the dome here today, as we're just 3 minutes away from action. It was a long bus ride last night. I got to ride on the team bus with all the Indiana players and coaches. It was high energy for a team that has done very well this year, already receiving votes in the coaches poll for the MCLA to be in the top 25. So this is a good test for a Buffalo team that is coming off their first loss of the year, and an important game to get this road weekend started off well for Indiana. For these Hoosiers, I got a chance to talk to Coach Balick about what his team needed to do to be successful here today and for the rest of the weekend. And he said the important things were possession. He trusts the team ability to score on offense and defend, but if they can keep possession, win ground balls, win faceoffs, he likes their chances this weekend. And for Indiana, the dominant part of their game has been their scoring output. They scored 13 goals in all three of their games last weekend, and it has been the young studs who have gotten a lot of that production. A couple of first-year players. Logan Gals leads the scoring with 12 goals on the year. He's followed by senior leader Grant Hawkins, and then George Hahn, the freshman, and Steve Krumzik, the sophomore. So here we go, getting ready for the opening draw of this Saturday afternoon matchup between the Bulls and the Hoosiers. Two teams huddling up one final time. Although we're inside, it's not the warmest dome I've ever been in. I'm not complaining. I'd rather be indoor than outdoor in a day like today. Just thought I'd make that note. It might play into how the game goes. Who will start off hot here today? For Indiana, it will be Finn Dexheimer taking the draw. He had a phenomenal last year. He won 64% of his faceoffs. High energy so far today. These teams are excited to play. Buffalo already used to, they will be in white, and Indiana in black. Teams matching up, ready to go. And the first game of this Saturday afternoon is underway. Dexheimer wins the draw. and looks to transition into offense, but that is hit hard. And the Bulls take it over, move into the Indiana side of the field. Quickly, a shot on net from Holbrook. That goes just over. But that was great defense, transition to offense for Buffalo, looking to start it off hot now, working from behind the cage. Milkovic passes it up top. Najib moving down low, now working from X. Oh, intercepted by Indiana. And now they will look to clear. This was another aspect of their game that Coach Balick wanted them to be clean on, and that was as good as you could get. Well done there by the Hoosiers. And Krumzik with the ball. Waiting for the right personnel unit. Hawkins comes on. And there Hawkins uses the screen. Dodging his way down the right alley, then passes it. Gets it back behind the cage. Hawkins looking to get a shot away. Some solid defense from Buffalo. Krumzik spins. Switches hands. Forced out. Indiana's going to look to attack another time. 20 seconds left on the shot clock. Fry with the ball. He's got a lethal shot, puts one on, save made by Neville in net for the Bulls. So no shots or no goals in this early 2 minutes of play in the first quarter. Neville is required to hold on to the ball for longer than he would like. Now clears it out. And Indiana Ride does a great job to force the Bulls out of bounds. And that bench is fired up. They're a loud bench who likes to get it going. I talked to one of the leaders on this team, Jaffe. He knows how loud and rambunctious this team can get. He says at times the refs don't quite always like it, but it's a part of the way Indiana plays, and it's a part of the way this group has it been able to be successful. Quick shot from Hawkins. Low and just wide. Indiana was closer, so they will retain possession. It is their top scorer, Gels, with the ball, working from X. Moving quickly, trying to find a shot. His pass is deflected away, but Fry is able to pick it up. He's looking for a screen. Gets one. Moving with speed. Turns back into the middle. Quick shot, and it goes in. The first goal of the day for either side. Comes off the stick of Carson Fry. And Indiana goes up 1-0 in this first quarter. So it took us a couple of minutes. Just about 4, but we have gotten our first goal of the afternoon. So now we'll go back to the dot. Dixheimer will get it for Indiana. Krumzik up top. Passes it off to Hawkins. Indiana patiently waiting. Hawkins gets a high screen. Dodges inside. Passes it off to Callahan, the leading assist. Personnel for the Hoosiers. And pick that Steve Krumzik had to make. With a man draped all over him, he's going to draw a penalty flag. And so we will get our first man-up situation of the afternoon. Great job by Steve Krumzik to cut inside, get the angle on the defender, and force him to just wrap him up with his stick. A man up 1 goal. With just over 10 minutes to go in the first quarter. Fry looking for another. His shot is saved, but a quick rebound from Hawkins. Denied again. Neville with 2 big interventions there to keep the Bulls within 1. But the Hoosiers working quickly, and Fry gets his second of the afternoon. The Hoosiers take advantage of the man up and go up 2 in the early goings of this one. So the Hoosiers with the start they were looking for against Buffalo. How can the Bulls respond? They have not won a faceoff yet. It would be an important one to win right here. But Dexheimer takes it away for the Hoosiers. Opts to move it back to his goalie, Patrick Kenny. And now they will look to clear. Long over the middle. And well done again by this Indiana squad to clear the ball and move to offense. Callahan with it behind the cage, spins, looks for a man in the middle. He's got Fry. Shot away, Neville's save. Right on the doorstep. Ooh, and an errant pass from Krumzik allows the Bulls to move in transition. They have an odd man rush. 4-on-3. Shot on it, it's a goal. There's the answer from Buffalo. That was Tommy Campbell who put it away. And a turnover proves to be costly for Indiana. Well done by the Bulls to take advantage of an opportunity. They haven't had many yet so far, but that could be the start of something. Although they have not been able to do anything in the faceoff circle, as Indiana will get the ball once more. Nine minutes to go in the first quarter. The Hoosiers now have to respond after the Bulls' first goal of the day. Moving it inside, shot deflected high and away. Krumzik tried to get another one on frame. It was Anthony Cunha who was able to deflect it out. Shot from Fry, high and wide. From an awkward angle. Don't think Neville would have been ready for that one had it been on cage. Indiana will keep possession. Working from X. Hawkins spins and shoots off of 1 foot. Goes off the side of the netting. And Neville can easily pick it up. So now Buffalo will look to clear. Nice spin around Hawkins. For Dominic Sarno, who gives it up to DeConza. He's working hard. He's getting harassed by the Hoosiers. And it's Miller who flicks the ball up in the air. Can't find it, but then he does. And moves it back to Kenny. A nice forced turnover for Indiana. Kenny just too far on the pass. Throws it out of bounds. Woo, great swim move. There by Najib, gives him a little stare down after it as well. And he goes right on frame. Kenny just barely gets a piece of it. That would have been a highlight reel goal after the move at midfield. So Buffalo, down 1, has a chance to tie up the game with 7 minutes to go in the first quarter. Haven't had a lot of time of possession, but But after a quick turnover, they were able to score their first goal of the day, and now are looking for their second. Quickly moving it around. Najib with it. Got in space to shoot, and he sneaks it right under Kenny, and then draws a penalty at the end of the play. What a big change there for Buffalo. Tying it up, 2 straight goals. So this is a big shift of momentum in these last couple of minutes as the Bulls have settled into this game and tied it up. Dexheimer looking for some help on the draw. Doesn't get it. Ground ball. Picked up by Buffalo. But Indiana able to get it back. Knocked out of bounds by Buffalo. So Indiana will keep possession. That was a little bit sloppy from both sides. Indiana trying to clear. Good job to switch fields and beat the Buffalo midfielders to the end line. For Indiana, it's Krumsick. And Richie Fleming now. Spins inside. Looking to shoot. Gets a low shot away as he was falling to the ground and buries it. Giving Indiana the lead once more as they go up 3-2 with 6 minutes left in the first quarter. Dexheimer just about perfect in the circle so far. Just kicked all the way back to Kenny and net. He's got to run around like a chicken with his head cut off as attackers were closing in on him. Is able to make the pass. And Indiana can look to attack. Gavin Miller has been crucial in all of Indiana's clears so far. Beating the short poles across the halfway line. Now it's Krumsick. Cutting inside. Tries to pass it down low to Fry. His pass could not get there, and it is picked up by Buffalo. Jason Holbrook now getting around Krumsick. The long pull. Turning defense to offense. Passes it away, and a shot. Save made by Kenny. Might have gotten a piece of it. So Buffalo once again down with a chance to tie it up. Under 5 to go in this first quarter of play here in the Pitt Sports Dome. Campbell to Milkovic. Moves it to Canterbury. On the left side, spins. Back to Milkovic. Diving down the alley, kicks it away. Bulls trying to attack. Indiana defense staying strong, not letting him inside. Bulls are going to try for Max. Some loud voices and cheers from the Indiana side. A shot that went in, but it is disallowed by the referee. And so now, Kenny and Indiana look to clear. A long pass fired over the halfway line. Finds Richie Fleming. So Indiana takes over on the Buffalo side of midfield. Logan Gels now passing it behind the cage to Fry. To Callahan. Using a screen. Spreading it out. Ooh. Hawkins had to jump up to control that pass. He's working with speed and takes a quick shot that goes way wide. Frey is the closest one to it. And he works inside, finds a man, just had him. Right in front of the net was Logan Gels. Couldn't corral the pass. Would have had a free one-on-one shot against Neville. But Gels able to pick it up, fighting his way into the wickets of the defense. His low bouncing shot does not get on target. Hawkins hangs on to the pass. 10 seconds now on the shot clock. Indiana's got to get one away. Hawkins stumbles but keeps his possession, and it is shot wide. But there is not going to be enough time on the clock to get one on net. So a long defensive stand from Buffalo keeps it a one-goal game. Buffalo now looking to clear. Holbrook finds his man over the middle. Excellent job from the Bulls. Quickly getting it over the line. DeConza up top with it. Campbell back to DeConza. Buffalo with 2 minutes left to play in this first quarter, trying to tie it up. They went down 2-0 and then got two straight, but Indiana then took the lead. Buffalo closing in on a shot, and they take one, and it goes. Joshua Quinn was the one to finish it off. So we are all even here with 1:30 left in this first quarter of action. This has been an entertaining first quarter. Back and forth we go. Indiana not able to make good passes. Some physical play over on the sideline. The Bulls fans not happy with a no call. Indiana not quick enough to get it out. So Buffalo with their first opportunity to take a lead in this first quarter. They have had to come back multiple times after going down, but now with a chance to get themselves in the driver's seat before the end of the first quarter. Najib over to Milkowicz. Down the right alley, shot, bouncing shot. Goes wide, a good look, high to low on Patrick Kenny, just could not find the cage. The Indiana defense And the Indiana bench trying to make some noise to throw off Buffalo. Moving quickly from Axe, trying to get any kind of shot off, and it's a bounce shot that just sneaks by Kenny. So Buffalo takes their first lead of the afternoon. It was Tommy Campbell who had to fight through a lot of contact to get that one away and sneak it by Kenny. And he puts Buffalo on top now, just 17 seconds left. So either side going to have to move quickly to get a shot off. Buffalo is the ground ball still eluding either side. We're going to get a referee timeout. I think he just didn't want any foul play towards the end of the first quarter and is essentially going to restart the play. An interesting call by the official over on the near sideline. So we're going to get another face-off with 14 seconds to go. Buffalo just took their first lead of the afternoon with a quick goal. Under 10 to go. Indiana does win it, has to move quickly. Bouncing shot. Weird stoppage by the official. Just got explaining his ruling to, I think he made a mistake there. So he went over and talked to Fry, who's going to have 3 seconds to do something. So he's just going to try and take a long shot that bounces and is easily taken care of by Neville. So that does it for the first quarter. Buffalo leads 4-3 after going down twice, initially 2-0, then 3-2. They were able to mount multiple comebacks and take their first lead of the game with just 1:30 in the first quarter. We will take a break here at Hoosiers Lax TV and be back for the start of the second quarter. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as the second quarter gets underway here at the Pitt Sports Dome in this Saturday afternoon matchup between the Indiana Hoosiers and the Buffalo Bulls in MCLA Club Lacrosse. Buffalo starting quickly after taking a lead late in this first quarter, and there is a quick shot on Kenny. He is diving on the ground. There's no word of where the ball is. I think he was sitting on it and then launches a pass out to get it over the midline. Indiana moving quickly, trying to take advantage of their numbers. They then slow it down. Grant Gilbert passes it off. Indiana now behind the cage, taking their time to set up their offensive set. Pass into the middle, trying to find Fleming. He can't hold on to it, and it comes to the stick of Neville. So the Bulls will clear. The long pull, takes it himself, flips one over to Milkowicz, and he moves it down. Buffalo has really settled in here and found their groove, especially late in that first quarter. They now have their first lead of the game, are feeling more confident, and are looking to tack on one more. Their attempts to get to net are shut down by the Hoosiers. Joshua Quinn moves it back to Najee. Passes it down to Quinn, shot on. A flag as he got shoved in the back. As he put the shot on. So a big opportunity for Buffalo as they will be in the man up. Hoosiers go a man down. It was LSM Zach Stouffer who committed the offense for Indiana. Cross check is the ruling. So Buffalo looking to attack. Up a man. Up a goal. Can they add another one? Passing it around with precision. IU staying tight. Trying to not let anything easy towards Kenny. No shots on net for the Bulls during this man up quite yet. But now they look to get it inside. Now for Max. Has a cutter. Opts to send it back out. And it's ripped and scored. So Buffalo takes their largest lead of the game, making it 5-3. A costly penalty by Stouffer allows the Bulls to add on. Buffalo can't quite corral the faceoff. It looked like they would have had it, but they did not. The ground ball popped into the air. Dexheimer had position but couldn't find it. And then the Bulls able to hold on to it. Shaky pass from Neville. But Holbrook has done an excellent job on the clear today and continues that. Open field hit from Miller. Canterbury is able to deal with it easily. But an offense from the Bulls gives the ball back to Indiana. So now, the Hoosiers looking to cut into the deficit. Down by 2 with 11 minutes to go in the second quarter. It's Krumzik up top. Diving down. Passes it to Fry. Looking to get a shot away. Spins to the left side. Gets a shot, but Neville saves it. Ball deflects all the way back out towards Carson Fry. He picks it right back up and looks to go to work once more. Finding a man inside. BTB. What a finish. A great pass and a great goal. Cuts into the Buffalo lead. George Hahn, the freshman, with the fancy finish. A lot of confidence from the young fella. And rightfully so. Coach Balick mentioned how his freshmen and his new guys were making a huge impact on the offensive side, and he said it's been a huge help to them that the system they use from fall ball is still in place. And he thinks it's awesome that the young guys have been able to be so productive so early on and have made a huge impact on this Hoosier side. Dexheimer wins the draw cleanly, but can't quite pick it up. So the ground ball comes to Stouffer, but I believe it was Dexheimer who pinned down the Buffalo player, and the official saw it. So Buffalo can take it over. But then an unforced error from the Bulls gives the ball right back to IU. Indiana closing in quickly. Krumzik takes a shot that does not quite reach the net. He put a lot of power on that one, but a couple Buffalo sticks were in the way. Hawkins from X. To Gels. And just moving it around. Gels on the other side. Bounce shot. Can't quite find the cage. It was a nice pass from Fry on the other side. Buffalo has started to figure out that he likes to shoot the ball. So they're closing him down quickly. And there is Fry's bounce shot. Neville handles it right in the chest. Sorry about that, folks. The battery went out. I had to change it quickly. Now we're back. All you missed was a little bit of a tussle towards the middle of the field, and Indiana came back with it. Krumzik spins inside, trying to get a shot away, loses it in the process, and Neville scoops it up and passes it out. Quality clear from the Bulls. Pass goes way wide and comes all the way to the other side of the field and gets to the stick of Logan Gels as he's just going to sit back and wait. No, his coaches say go. Now the freshman will await his oncoming teammates. Riching Fleming was one of those, as was Logan Legret and Grant Hawkins. Krumzik with the ball in his stick. Searching for that game-tying goal. It's Fry. Looking to take a shot. Gets inside. Manages somehow to hold on to it. Can't get a shot away. And then finally, the Hoosiers are wrapped up and Buffalo takes it back. Chase tries to find his man. It's deflected, but still goes to the stick of Lawson. Shot diving save made by Kenny. Comes out to IU. The Hoosiers moving with speed. Indiana slowing it down now. Callahan gives it back to Hawkins. Keeps it himself, takes a bounce shot, and it is denied by Neville. He is really intensified as this game has gone on. The Hoosiers seem a little shut down on offense, which is something they have not struggled with so far in the early stages of this season. Buffalo content to look for a better opportunity. Try a different play out. Here they go down the right alley with speed. Shot. Too far to the right side of Kenny. Hits the back wall of the dome. But Buffalo was the closer team, so they will keep possession. DeConzo with it. Anthony DeConzo trying to increase his team's lead. Working from X, uses the ball screen. Fakes the pass. Maybe just couldn't get it out of the stick. Now he does give it to his man, Ryan Dupree. Campbell looks to attack on the LSM there. Good movement from the Bulls. A shot on. Kenny saves it. And then scatters out of there. Asking for people to help him with the clear. Sends the long pass just out of the reach of his target. And then Buffalo able to pick up the ground ball. 5 minutes to go in the first half. Quickly moving. Shot over the cage, one-on-one. Kenny tried to make himself look big, and it worked to a degree as he drew a shot that went too hot. Both teams have been scoreless for a couple of minutes here. As they have settled into their defensive schemes. The midfielders have been a little bit cleaner, not allowing any quick movements to transition in odd man attack situations. Buffalo trying to add on to their lead. Pass down low. He got drilled as he took the ball away. Kenny goes out to make a hit himself as his defenders were engaged elsewhere. Milkovic passes it, and then a shot taken quickly by Chemis. Too hot. 3 seconds left on the shot clock. The Bulls try and get one away. Kenny makes the save. Even though he made this save, the Bulls are incredibly happy they were able to get that one away and get it on net, as they're going to get a fresh 60 seconds. And it seems like the Hoosiers might also be in a man down situation. Didn't see the flag get thrown. And I saw the official make his way to the score table. So another opportunity for the Bulls. A little sloppy with the pass. Doesn't lead to a turnover as IU is trying to stay tight. Bulls content to pass it around. trying to find a lane to shoot it. Or a cutter in the middle. The Bulls are 1 for 1 on man-up situations today. Trying to improve it. Pass sent cross field is deflected by Miller. But now the man-up situation's over. Indiana able to defend for just enough time. As Legret came darting back onto the field, and then about the 20th pass of the last couple of minutes, finally can't quite find the stick of a Buffalo player and goes out of bounds. Important for that Indiana defense, who has to be gassed after some sustained pressure. But they hold strong and only keep the lead at 1 for Buffalo. Now Indiana will get a chance to tie with 2:07 left to play in the first half. It's going to be important they take a long possession to give their defenders a rest. Fry backing his man down. Jump shot. Just beats Neville on the top corner. A fantastic finish. He wasn't quite expecting a shot from that angle. Got a little bit screened by his own defender as well. We're all even at 5. It's the ability Carson Fry has to make things happen. An incredible shot and a knowledge of when to shoot it. There's a difficult combination for any defender, and he shows his prowess there. Dexheimer wins it forward and picks up the ground ball. Can't keep a hold of it though, so then tries to stick it forward, but it pops into the air, into the hands, into the sticks of the Bulls. And they're moving with numbers. Quick shot on the back door. Had an opportunity. There was a push. Probably a goal-saving push. So not the end of the world for IU, but unfortunately for the Hoosiers, Buffalo keeps it. A minute 14 left in this first half. We are even at 5. It's been a fairly even contest, as the scoreline shows. Buffalo trying to bounce back from their loss yesterday. Indiana trying to keep increasing their momentum from their wins last weekend. 45 now shows on the game clock. They do have all the time in the world. If they would like to run out this clock, they can, as the shot clock is 7 minutes past the game clock, essentially turned off. And so Buffalo and Canterbury attacking. His jump shot, high to low, what a finish. Pumps his fist in celebration. And a big goal for Buffalo right near the end of this first half. Gives them another lead. Neither side has quite been able to get a clean grasp of this game. The biggest lead for either team has been 2. It started off that way for Indiana as it was 2-0. 2 quick answers from Buffalo. Then another lead for Indiana at 3-2. Buffalo answered twice more again. And then we've gone back and forth from that. So 6-5's our score. Just 10 seconds to go. Buffalo able to win the scrum. Could get one quick shot off if they elect. Takes a long one. I'm surprised it all got all the way to Kenny. But that will do it for the first half here at the Pitt Sports Dome. The Buffalo Bulls lead the Indiana Hoosiers by a score of 6-5. We will take a break with the sides at halftime, and we'll be back in about 15 to 20 minutes to give you all the second action here on Hoosiers Lax TV. I'm Nick Abel. I'll be back for the third quarter. Thanks for joining us, and stay tuned for the second half. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Hoosiers Lacrosse TV. Today we've had a great match for you here at the Pitt Sports Dome. The Buffalo Bulls lead the Indiana Hoosiers by a score of 6-5 in MCLA Lacrosse. And the first half was a bit of a chess match. It took a little bit for Buffalo to get going as they went down early 2-0. But since then, it's been all back and forth. The Hoosiers coaches on this bus ride up didn't quite play chess, but they got a lot of backgammon in. It was constant the whole ride up between Coach Stouffer and Balick. And if you're a Hoosiers fan, you're going to want to hope Indiana plays this game like Coach Balick was playing in backgammon, because Coach Stouffer was frustrated by the end of the night. But back to lacrosse. The Bulls, up by 1, win the opening faceoff of this second half. 30 minutes remain in this one. Some quality defense from Indiana to keep them away from Kenny. Zach Stouffer was doing a lot of the heavy hitting in these early 30 seconds. But now Buffalo is going to take their time and reset their offense. Najib hearing barking sounds from that Indiana bench. Passes it over to Milkowicz. Shot on from the Bulls. Tommy Gamble gets his second of the afternoon and increases the lead to 2 for Buffalo. So the start the Bulls wanted to open this second half. That was nice patience from Buffalo as they waited to get the shot they wanted and then took advantage of it when they did. Dexheimer wins the draw forward. Stouffer moves it over to Gels. Indiana trying to move quickly. They will wait for their correct personnel unit that they desire, and that starts with Krumzik, who has 1 goal on the afternoon. And a quick shot and a goal. Colin Callahan, the freshman attacker, who leads the team in assists going into this game, now tacks on a goal. So at the end of the first half, and really that entire second quarter, a bit of a dry spell for both offenses. But in the first minute and a half here, we've already seen goals by each side. So they came out firing in this third quarter. Both sidelines getting real into this one. The Hoosiers win the face-off. Gilbert is the one who picks it up. Now Callahan, who had that last goal for IU, passes it over to Krumzik. Waiting for senior leader Grant Hawkins, who is a leader on and off the field for this team. Does a lot for the club itself, keeping these guys in check and organizing how things run smoothly, and also propelling his team with his play on the field. Dodging and darting behind the cage is Callahan. Indiana with under 30 on the shot clock. Hawkins is going to go. Pass down, pick down for Callahan. Moves it to Fry. Looks for the long shot, and he finds it. So we're all even here at 7 Neville never saw that one coming, did not react to it. There was a couple bodies in the way. I think he's mad he couldn't track that one down. So 2 quick goals in succession by the Hoosiers. But just back even. It has been back and forth all day long. What an entertaining Saturday matchup we've had here. Dexheimer putting all his strength and effort into winning that draw. The Hoosiers really feeling the momentum right now. Trying to take control of this game. Fry over to Krumzik. He likes to start a lot of these offensive sets for IU. Spins around 2 defenders, gets positioning, but then is forced back out to Fry. And then the pass too much for Krumzik to handle as it was in tight quarters, and Buffalo picks it up. But then a mistake from the Bulls, and a pass is just too hard. And Hawkins works with an exceptional effort to go track down the defender and force the ball out of bounds. The IU bench loved that sequence of events. And a bench violation there by IU. I think someone might have stepped onto the field. And Bailick's not happy about that at all. A rowdy bunch over there could have just cost the Hoosiers. So the Bills, who've let up 2 straight, trying to attack. Pekanza to Milkovic. Dives down. Gilbert staying in front of him. He's got a shorty on him. He likes this matchup. Finds a pass in the middle, but he's hit hard and can't get a shot on target. IU will look to clear. Kenny getting all the way up the sideline. Might take it over himself. Instead, launches a beautiful pass to Gilbert, who takes a shot. It does not get to the cage. Excellent job of Patrick Kenny, though, to clear the ball. But in the end, it comes to nothing. IU, great spin move. Callahan trying to sneak it around the short side. Can't get it to hit any netting. And so it's Gels. Looking for Fry. Pass just too high. And then R.C. Baldwin stepped over the line. So Buffalo will be able to set up their offense. Under 10 to go now in the third quarter. Ajib to Pekanza. Switching placements on the field. He's getting hit a little bit. Some pressure on him. Tries to use the screen. Searching for a cutter. No one's there. He's just forced to kick it outside. 33 on the shot clock. Good movement from Buffalo. Have not been able to get a shot away on this possession, though. It's passed inside. And a push on IU. as they collapsed on the Buffalo attacker, about 4 defenders. One of them shoved him. So Buffalo will reset. Get the shot clock back. Now down to 70 seconds. Najib finds a cutter. The pass not able to be caught, so it comes to the stick of Kenny. Sean O'Brien was the intended target. Miller does an excellent job to get it over the midline and let IU start on offense, but increased pressure from Pitt. Keeps the ball away from Richie Fleming, but he uses his body to force it back. Krumzik in transition, fired, save made by Neville. Some intensity bomb by the Hoosiers, wins the ball right back. Richie Fleming takes it. Heavy physical presence from those attackers. Force the ball right out. So Hawkins to start. Working it. Callahan. To Fry. Left stand shot goes wide. Hoosiers keep possession. Penalty is drawn by Logan Gels. But a shot, right near the crease. Neville couldn't control it, and Fleming was there, tried to just scoop in the ground ball, but he stepped in the crease. Although Logan Gels drew a penalty marker, so the Hoosiers will go man up with 6 minutes and 35 seconds to go in the third quarter. A chance to take the lead for the first time in this third quarter. Fry looks for a quick shot, and he fires and buys it. Carson Fry, what a finish there. He has been all over the place today. Four on the day for Fry. Unstoppable for this Hoosier team. 6:23 left to go. IU takes the 8-7 lead here in Pittsburgh. The Bulls cannot win another face-off. And an incredible effort from the Hoosiers to clear it. Connell Barton is one of those lockdown defenders. This time showed his ability to get it across the field and now allows IU to move forward. Callahan to Krumzik. Steve Chance coming from the sideline. Takes a shot and scores. What a fantastic finish from the sophomore. IU goes up 9-7. That was an excellent finish from Krumzik. He gets his second of the day. Bit of an odd face-off there. Dexheimer just stood up. And so a quick shot from the Bulls, and Kenny gets really active in net and denies it right on frame. That one might leave a mark in the morning, as as he took a tough shot right in the midsection from point-blank range. A shove at the back end of that play allows Buffalo to maintain possession. Diving down the left alley, looking for options. Coming all the way around the net, still holding onto the ball. Tommy Campbell, he's been effective today with 2 goals. Kenny outside the net, nobody's there. And finally, they're able to put it away. Logan Legret tried to make himself dive in front of the ball, but could not get there. So Kenny got a little bit too aggressive. And Buffalo brings it back to within 1. Jeep takes it over for Buffalo after they won the draw. Volkowicz to Campbell. (9-8) with 4:15 left in the third. Buffalo just moving the ball around the outside. Working slow, not a lot of off-ball movement right now. Campbell gets a screen, trying to get around it. Left shot! Wow! An excellent finish from Tommy Campbell. He's got a hat trick. And in doing so, ties this game up. He got hit as he took that shot and still powered through to make the finish. So all even once again. No team able to take control. Dexheimer thought he won the faceoff, but couldn't quite handle the ground ball. Still not clear. He's pushed all the way back. Oh my. Nobody could pick it up. There's got to be a hole in everyone's sticks. Finally, it is maintained. But a great jab coming down on the stick for the Bulls. And they're going to get another chance to take the lead. Buffalo. Down the left alley. Shot wide. Now we'll work from X. Anthony DeConza. It back down to Milkowicz. Spins inside, he has an angle to shoot and fires and scores. Beat his defender flat out. And one-on-one, there was nothing Patrick Kenny could do. And the Hoosiers call a timeout. Buffalo with a big swing of momentum late in this third quarter. Take the lead 10-9. I mean, this has been as fun of a game as you could ask for. Both teams working incredibly hard through three quarters. We're just about through three quarters. We have 2 minutes left in the third. An important game for both sides as IU hoping to stay undefeated in the regular season. And Buffalo trying to avoid going down 0-2 to start their year. If you're IU, you want to stick with the hot hand and get the ball in dangerous areas to Carson Fry. He's already got a number of goals today and is a skilled finisher. He has given Neville a lot of trouble. And if you're Buffalo, keep winning the faceoffs. In the early stages of this one, it was all Finn Dexheimer. But lately, Jacob Stevens has been helping his Bulls team get possession. So we'll see how teams make adjustments coming out of this timeout, what IU has up its sleeve. But as Coach Balick said to me yesterday, it's all about possession. And this is a big face-off for momentum right here. Dexheimer and Stevens still fighting for it. Dexheimer won it back, but there was a lack of communication that allowed Buffalo to pick it up. And a ground ball for it. Picked up by Buffalo. Looked like they might lose possession, but instead get a great opportunity to widen their lead at a crucial point in this game. 50 seconds on the shot clock, a minute 25 on the game clock in this third quarter. Bulls lead 10-9. Going up 2 in the fourth quarter. Heading into the fourth quarter could be a huge moment for Buffalo. Tried to pass it into the middle, but it's deflected all the way up to DeConza, who launches it to the other side of the field. Quick move, diving in. Instead, kicked back out to Najib. Swimmer move. Spins, gets it to his right side, back to his left. Pass inside, trying to get a shot on. Bounce, saved by Kenny. Another shot saved. Uh-oh, Patrick Kenny lost it. Quickly gets back in the net, but wasn't in a good enough position to make this save. As in the mad dash, Tommy Campbell adds on another. Buffalo's leading scorer today answers in a big moment. Patrick Kenny made 2 really tough saves and then put the effort in to go win the ball for himself, but was too late. And then in the mad scramble, you can't give a player like Tommy Campbell an opportunity with nobody in front of him to get a shot on net, and that's what happened. So 11-9 for the Bulls, different team from Buffalo. IU able to win possession. The Bulls sideline giving Logan Gels a lot of trouble. Just 17 seconds remain. IU needs to move quickly if they want to cut into the lead. They get the right guys on. And here comes Hawkins, working around his man, taking a shot, low one saved, and wrapped up by Neville. That will do it for the third quarter. Bulls on top 11-9 with all the momentum right now. So don't go anywhere. We've got a fantastic fourth quarter upcoming. We'll be back with Hoosiers Lacrosse TV in just a couple of minutes. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Nick Abel with Hoosiers Lacrosse TV, bringing this fourth quarter action to you. The huge moment in this game. Hoosiers trail by 2. IU able to win possession. The Hoosiers trail 11-9, 14 minutes to play. Trying to stay undefeated and kick off this opening series in Pittsburgh with a win. Quick shot. Goes just wide for these Hoosiers. But Logan Gels, the freshman, was there. Spins around. Has a man behind the cage looking for a chance to shoot it, and he sneaks it in through a lot of contact. What a shot from freshman George Hahn, showing his toughness around the cage. So 14 minutes remain. 1-goal game now. I mean, this has just been the story all day long. Neither team quite being able to dominate has made for an incredible affair. Gilbert racing over to the far sideline to try and keep it in bounds. Can't quite do so. So Buffalo will take it over. Buffalo possessing now. trying to move their lead back to 2 in this fourth quarter. Najib turns it over for the Bulls, and Kenny picks it up. Now looking to clear. Connell Barton. The defender using the long pole. Elects to give it to one of his short poles in Steve Krumzik. And Steve will move it down behind the net. So Hahn taking some hits. Had the last goal for IU. Moves it to Callahan. The freshmen have looked good today. Then give it to Fry. And he fires and scores. Carson Fry once more. And also a penalty flag down. So IU ties it up in a big moment. And Callahan draws the penalty as well. The short freshman just ate a defender as he got demolished setting the screen. But all for the good of his team as they score, tying it up. And also, we'll go a man up. 11-11. Even once more. This is about as entertaining as a game as we have seen this year. Coach Balick said that he knew these opponents were going to be more difficult than those last weekend, and that IU would have to be on top of their game if they wanted to come out unscathed in their 2 matches this weekend. Tomorrow they will face the home-sided Pitt, who already beat this Buffalo team 12-5 yesterday night. But before they get there, they've got to close out these 12 minutes, and that's a big spot for them as Dexheimer wins the draw. And now it's Krumzik doing everything as he can. Fry, who finished off the last one. His pass deflected. He falls over in an attempt to hold on to it. But Krumzik comes up with it. And play is whistled dead by the official. Krumzik sharing his grievances with the referee. Did not agree with the call, but Buffalo will get the ball anyways. So the Bulls, after giving up 2 consecutive to start this fourth quarter, try to respond. And it's Najib with the ball. Passing it over Campbell now. Moving slowly. Najib works it down under the cage. Now from X. Buffalo. Some pressure from IU forces the pass just too high for his intended target, and IU will take it over and look to clear. Patrick Kenny telling his man to move up. And Connell Barton, who's been excellent on the clear today, is able to get it over the line once more. And now Krumzik. speedy freshman. Kicks it back to the veteran senior. And Callahan just falls to the ground. Looks like he's injured. And that is not what you want to see if you're IU. Not only for the rest of this game, but the underclassman has been fantastic to start this year. Leading the team in assists. It is a left leg injury, it appears to be. He's helped up off the field. Hopefully, it's nothing too serious in the long term, but in the short term, it's going to have a major effect on this game. IU now without one of its better attackers is going to have to adjust in a game where they need another goal or two in order to close it out. So we'll keep you updated on his status as he's getting looked at by the trainer. But in the meantime, Hawkins and IU started off. Krumzik now looks to attack. Swimmer move, gets around his man, shoved off, then just flicks it behind his head. But he stepped into the crease when he was shoved. So Buffalo with a big defensive stand. Nearly a dangerous pass, but Buffalo is able to hold on to it. Nine minutes remain, and these teams are undecided. A penalty flag flies, seemingly on IU. This play is not whistled dead. There was no contact. I'm not sure where the penalty occurred. Oh, and just throws it behind his head at Kenny. And now that IU does pick it up, the play will stop. So a bad time for a mistake from Indiana, giving the Bulls another man-up opportunity. They did stop the last one. Bulls have gone 1 for 2 today, being man-up. And a big chance for Buffalo to take a lead late in this ball game. A big deflection by Miller, and then forces it out of bounds, and he looks over to his sideline for gratitude. And a huge spot for Miller, who then makes a great pass. And IU gets it away in the man up, and Coach Balick will call a timeout. Wow, what a huge, huge effort from Gavin Miller. The Bulls had about 5 seconds of a man-up offense. Before he picked off the pass. So we'll be back in just a minute or so as the teams take a break. We will too. I'm Nick Gable for Hoosiers Lax TV. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back for the last 8 minutes of action between Indiana and Buffalo. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we're all even here at the Pitt Sports Dome. 11-11. Indiana with the ball. Buffalo defending. Indiana looking to remain undefeated. Buffalo avoiding to go winless. Looking to avoid to go winless in their first two. Richie Fleming possessing it for the Hoosiers. And down to George Hahn, back to Fleming. Fleming loses control of the ball and loses it out of bounds. So without a lot of pressure, the Bulls are able to take the ball back once more and then clear it out quickly. Longpole looking for some help. Is able to find DeConza and then Najib. So 7 minutes to play. Buffalo threatening. Either one of these teams just inching towards a potential win, trying to separate themselves in the final quarter of this game. The pressure seems to be getting to both offenses. Well, an errant pass thought to go out of bounds, but an incredible effort to keep him in play. But at the end of that play, IU takes it over. Krumzik starts it for Indiana. The next goal feels like it's going to be a backbreaker for either side as teams have gone goalless for a couple minutes in this fourth. Frey catches the ball in traffic. And Fry shoots and scores! Who else but Carson Fry? With a little bit of ketchup on that one too. As he just beat Neville far side, taking the lead for Indiana. So 12-11, IU takes a lead at a big moment in this game. Just 6 minutes in this fourth quarter. And Dexheimer with a big win on the draw. But the ball is bouncing around Kenny. Out of the cage, a long shot deflected right at the line by Gavin Miller. Oh my, and then Kenny just decides to launch it over everybody. What is going on? Gilbert narrowly holds onto the ball before going over and back. And then Crumbs is driving down, shooting, and scoring. What an insane sequence of events, putting IU up 2. IU won the faceoff, but then the ball got away from him. Kenny had to chase it around out of his cage. Buffalo took a shot, but Miller was there to barely get a stick on it, I believe. And then Patrick Kenny launches it all the way down. IU gets possession, and Krumzik finishes. So not the most traditional minute of lacrosse, but IU will take it. As they go up 2, and now putting the pressure on Buffalo. Najib able to handle it. It looked like the Hoosiers would take it back over, but decent composure from the Bulls, who will now call a timeout. Under 5 to go, down 2. They need a couple goals and they need them quick. So they're gonna go to the drawing board to see what they have in store for this Indiana defense. Indiana has scored 13 goals for the 4th straight game. But unlike the last 3, where they handled their opponents easily, this one is going down to the wire against Buffalo here in Pittsburgh. These offensives have combined for more points than probably what the Steelers would have in any given game this year. The Steel City not used to this kind of offensive output. It's made for a fantastic game today, though. And we're looking forward to a fabulous finish. So with 4 minutes and 52 seconds remain, Indiana will attempt to hold on to their 2-goal lead against the Bulls. Who will desperately attempt to avoid losing 2 games in a row on back-to-back days. Bulls slowing it down. No, they're not going to get that many chances, so they got to make them good. Najib spins through 1 defender, through 2 defenders, through 3 defenders, and 4, and finally loses the ball, and IU picks it up. Kenny, now chased down by 2 Bulls attackers, gets it out to Miller, and then fires it over to Gilbert. And IU will just be happy to run the shot clock all the way down. Only 4 minutes to go. 50 seconds on the shot clock. They could move the clock all the way down to 3 minutes if they so choose. Richie Fleming catches it. The important thing will not be turning the ball over. They'll take shots and hope to increase their lead, but turning it over, especially to a short stick D-midi, could be a recipe for disaster for IU. They've been pretty decent about not turning the ball over today. And a tough hit, draws a flag. And it was Hahn who was rolling around in pain as he caught a stick to the lower body, I believe. So already one freshman attacker down in Callahan. And now another wincing in pain, rolling around on the field. And he's going to have to come off. So IU is losing some depth at the attacking position quickly. They will be in a man up. And Hahn takes off his glove and his helmet now on the sideline. He's trying to make sure he's okay. Again, IU will play tomorrow, so they're going to need all the help they can get. If either one of those attackers are going to be out for the near future. So the shot clock goes back to 60. So they could take it down to about 2 minutes left in this game. They're also a man up. We'll see if they make any effort to attack the net. I would assume, at least for a little bit, they will hold on to the ball. And Krumzik to Fry. He's got a bunch of goals already. Kells down to Fleming. Just working it around. Fry whips it, fires it, and scores. What a performance from Carson Fry. He has been dominant today. The goal has seemed like, for him, it's been increased by 3 times the size of what it actually is. He has just been able to catch the netting on almost every shot. And that is a big one as it separates these two teams by 3 goals, which is going to make it quite difficult for Buffalo to make the late game comeback. 2:20 left to play. Buffalo's hopes dwindling as each second passes. They got to move quickly if they want a chance to come back. Spinning, finding his man. Najib, swim move, spins back to his right side. IU just forcing him out of the middle of the field. And a quick shot and a goal. Not over yet. Buffalo cuts it to 2 with 1:44 left. Just when it looked like Indiana might have the edge it needs to take this one away, Buffalo says not so fast. As you would expect in a game like this, it's been back and forth the entire afternoon. And a big hit from Indiana allows them to regain possession. And another big hit, but this one's a penalty. And another flag flies. This might be really important at the end of this game. IU, who's a typically physical team, hasn't been too bad on overdoing it today, but they might have just done it in the most crucial of times. So the referees will talk it over, see what the official ruling will be. It will at least be a man down for almost the rest of this game, as there's only 1:03 on the clock. Let's see if it's a more severe punishment for Indiana. This game just got a whole lot more interesting. Another man sent off for Indiana. This could should be a 2-man up situation, and it looks like it's gonna be. Oh my. So 1 minute and 3 seconds remain. IU leads by 2, but is not 1, but 2 men down. Buffalo with a huge opportunity to get at least one back, if not more. Who would have thought? As we await the signal, as the explanation is being doled out to the Indiana sideline. Not sure what the long discussion is about. I think Balick is pleading his case. Nothing doing. So a cross-checking call. So here we go. 1 minute remains. 2 men down, 2 goals down for Buffalo. Moving the ball quickly, behind the cage now. IU's got to stay real tight. Najib. Milkowicz. Buffalo still not taking a shot. They've got to take one soon. Najib loses the ball. IU with an opportunity to clear. R.C. Baldwin holds on to it and throws it dangerously back to Kenny, who's got to run around for his life. Moves it to Miller, who just takes it himself over the midfield line. He's tripped up. No penalty called. Now a flag flies. And IU might have just done it. 20 down, Krumzik just holding on to the ball. The IU sideline going nuts. And that is it. IU holds on in the most outrageous of fashions to take home the win over Buffalo. Our final score here today, 14-12 in favor of the Hoosiers, who remain undefeated in this 2024 spring season, and Buffalo falls to 0-2. What an incredible contest. Thanks to all of you who watched today on Hoosiers Lax TV. I'm Nick Gable, and we'll see you next time. Hopefully you'll join us tomorrow for the game against Pitt. That should be an exciting one as well. Once again, I'm Nick Gable signing off for Hoosiers Lax TV. Have a good rest of your weekend, and good night. Thank you.